Deputy Danny Healy-Rae.
Very much, Concord. I know that as sure as night follows day, you will increase funding and allocation to the HSE and to the health service in this budget. But please don't let it be consumed by HSE management. I asked you this last year. You need to be specific with this allocation, because nurses right around the country are under severe mental and physical pressure. I'm asking you, in the first place, just take Kerry. 43 extra beds are needed, but we need 60 nurses to man those beds or to operate those beds. 6 beds are closing in Dáil because we don't have enough nurses. And they're looking for to recruit 6 nurses there, but nurses are under so much pressure. I'll just highlight one case to you. A nurse, when the patient's wife was going home the other evening, the nurse said, "Would you stay a few more minutes to help me put that man into bed?" And she was actually crying. The nurse was, when she asked the wife to do that.
You can't go into all these individual cases.
Yes, but what I'm asking that the allocation that you will give will be made specific for the frontline staff, the nurses and the people operating the front line, because otherwise they're not going to continue. They can't recruit nurses or retain them if they're not paid properly. Thank you, Concord.
Thanks very much. Well, the Deputy is of course correct on one point. There will be a further substantial increase in funding for health and HSE in the forthcoming budget. We're already spending record levels amount of money on health, and we will break a new record in terms of funding and resources again next year. But the important thing, and the thing that can be very difficult to do, is to make sure that the money gets to the patient. But I can say to the Deputy, and it's worth reading this if you haven't had a chance yet, which is the Public Sector Pay Commission report on nursing and nursing recruitment, which shows how some of the money has definitely got to the patient, because the number of nurses working in our health service has increased every year now for 4 years, and we've 1,000 more nurses than we had last year. But as is the case across the economy now, due to full employment and because of the enormous demands for additional staff, there are vacancies too.